The focus of today's video is going to be the BRG9 ELITE semi-automatic pistol. This pistol is available all over the country right now in flat dark earth, black, and duotone hard chrome. Last September, I was fortunate enough to get my hands on this particular gun, which I've fired 20,000 times in that period of time. I have more than 50,000 presentations with the gun out of the holster, and since I own a motorcycle in the same color, I'm hoping the producer of the pistol, Fatih Dogru, will make this available as a special edition later on. This is an excellent handgun, an absolute unbelievable value, and, in my humble opinion, the best striker trigger on the market. Hello everyone and welcome back to AmmoMart.com, where you can find real firepower online. It is my deepest honor to be interviewing Fatih Dogru from Turkey. Those of you who don't know, in previous videos we've been showcasing and introducing to the American market the BRG9 ELITE striker-fired polymer pistol. I fell in love with this gun almost from the get-go, and that love affair continues to this day. I have a model we'll take a look at later on up close that I've fired more than 20,000 times with 50,000 presentations with the gun. It's an absolute tank. I've taken it to range day at SHOT Show, Gun Con, you name it. Wherever it goes, it has a huge following and people really seem to love it. But let's talk to the founder and CEO of BRG Metal Turkey, Fatih Dogru. Fatih, if you could, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in the armaments business.
1996 yılında bu mesleğe başladım.
I started this profession in 1996 and worked in the factories of various firearms manufacturers in Turkey. We established BRG Metal in 2013. From 2013 to 2019, we were the spare parts supplier of big arms manufacturers in Turkey. In 2019, we have decided to launch our own brand products with our own knowledge and experience. In 2020, we put the BRG9 ELITE into production.
To that end, if you know it, can you explain to the American consumer why so many good firearms are coming out of Turkey these days? Because I don't think people are aware in the American market the amount of ordnance coming out of Turkey and its high quality at a very good value.
Biz Türklerde bir söz var. At, avrat, silah diye geçer.
We Turks have a saying, love of the woman, love of the horse, love of the gun. The gun is the third most important thing in our life. Of course, it is not that easy to get access to guns in Turkey, but thanks to our metal processing knowledge, production costs, and our admiration for guns as Turkish manufacturers, we have a really good market in America, and we are very proud of it.
Fatih, one of the things I've been the most impressed with about this pistol is the steel in the gun shows almost no wear. And even after 20,000 rounds, the gun shoots incredibly tight group shot. I've owned some pistols that over the course of their life have started to loosen up and perhaps the group had a little bit of drift to it, and it was never a consistent drift. Can you tell us why that would be with the BRG9 ELITE?
Bu tamamen önce malzeme seçimiyle alakalı bir şey. Biz 4340 çelik kullanıyoruz. Bunun içerisindeki alışımlar, sürtünme kat sayıları daha yüksek. Tabii sadece çelik değil, çelikten sonra bunun üzerine uygulanan çeşitli prosesler var. Isıl işlem, bizim diğerlerinden farklı bir ısıl işlem prosesimiz var.
It's all about material selection. We use 4340 steel. The friction coefficients of the alloys in it are higher, and there are various processes applied on it. It is not just about the steel. We have a different heat treatment process than others. The subsequent coating process is also a factor. But the active ingredient here is steel. We use 4340, and the processes we apply are suitable for 4340 steel. It has approximately 30% longer life than the steel used in most other guns. Of course, these alone do not provide the grouping performance of the first day after 20,000 shots. The main factor is about the locking block and rear block used in the gun. We designed these blocks that are 8 times longer than our competitors. It's like running a loaded train on solid tracks. We have two big blocks in our gun at the front and back. We run this train on solid rails. This allows you to get the same grouping of up to 40,000 shots. When I examined our pistol that had fired 20,000 shots today, I saw once again that we were on the right track.
I would definitely think you're on the right rail. In fact, later on this afternoon, we're going to head over to the indoor range at Buffalo Trading Company, a good friend of the channel, and I look forward to showing you what its capabilities still are after all of that usage. It's going to be a real treat.
Zevkle.
It is our pleasure.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a real pleasure for me to watch you examine the gun that I have fired so many times, because I got to witness the examination from an engineer point of view, not a shooter's point of view. And you were prodding and poking at things that I, quite honestly, I've been shooting guns a long time, never would have occurred to me. So I really appreciate that. It's an interesting point of view for me to watch.
Teşekkür ederim. Tabii bir mühendis gözüyle bakıyoruz, inceliyoruz, o ayrı bir şey. Bir de bu ürünün hem Türkiye'deki fabrikadaki çalışan arkadaşlarımız,
We look at it from the eyes of an engineer, of course. Also, we see BRG9 ELITE as our child rather than a product. Together with our friends working in our factory in Turkey and our friends who introduced this product to the market in America, we see it as if it was a living being. That's why it's a pleasure for me to touch this pistol, which has shot 20,000 rounds. We are also very happy with your positive comments and no complaints. So this is more than just a pistol for us.
Back to your baby, one of the things that I really enjoy about the pistol is the trigger design. When you're designing the gun and trying to make it functional, I've always heard that the trigger is the most complicated part. Is that true in your experience?
Tabancanın bu kadar başarılı olmasının nedeni 8 kişilik bir ekibimiz sürekli sahada üretim, montaj, paketleme kısmını sürekli kontrol altında tutuyoruz. Tetikle ilgili gelen...
The reason why the pistol is that successful is that our management team of 8 people is constantly in the field. We keep the production, assembly, and packaging stages under constant control. This 8-person team has a big share in the feedback about the trigger. We tested other pistols, and we decided in our meetings that we needed to make a better trigger. The research and development of this trigger took 4 months. As a result of this process, we introduced our product to the market. As far as we can see from the feedback we have received from the USA, we think that we have achieved our goal.
In my humble opinion, this is absolutely the finest factory trigger on a polymer striker fired gun. If you can, get your hands on one, test it out next to the Glock with all of the mush that they're known for. Not that Glock is a bad product. I'm simply saying this is absolutely the finest factory trigger for this style of gun I've ever experienced.
Teşekkür ediyoruz.
Thank you. It was our pleasure to hear that.
My second favorite thing I love about the gun is the size and the feel. I've put this gun in a lot of different people's hands, females, males, obviously, different sizes. Everything just feels right. And I've never had a female shooter shoot this gun that didn't fall in love with it immediately. It's just the right thing for a lot of people. The size is perfect, and for everyday carry, I don't know, I know you said there's a lot of restrictions in Turkey, but you can do it. This guy is thin, it's comfortable, and in my opinion, far superior to a Micro 9 because you can access the gun quickly, but it's not too big. Very well designed.
Şimdi burada dediğim gibi biz bu tabancayı geliştirirken prototipler ortaya çıktığında kadın, erkek, genç, güvenlik güçleri...
Now, as I said here, while we were developing this pistol, when the prototypes came out, men, women, young people, security forces, we shot with all of them at the shooting range on prototypes. We started the actual production by fulfilling all the complaints and feedback on those prototypes. If you ask me what I like the most about this pistol, I would say the ergonomics. Especially the feeling it gives at that moment of shooting is very pleasing. It is very nice to hear about this from you. I hope we will continue hearing good feedback on the next products, and we will take it to the next level in the market.
Earlier, Fatih, I asked the question of whether or not that this gun would be available in its current color combination of browns and black. It's not available now, but is there any plans in the future to bring it to the American market? Because I really, really love the color.
Bunu ithalatçımız
We will discuss this with our importer, Buffalo Cartridge Company. We will offer a limited edition series of these colors to the market as soon as possible.
And I appreciate you sharing your creations with us and our viewers. For those of you who follow along, we're going to continue to shoot the gun in the future, and they have some more exciting projects coming out, which I can't share with you right now, but I'm looking forward to the date when I can. I really appreciate you coming to America, Fatih, and I know for a fact this is going to be a hit with the American consumer for years to come. Well done, sir.
Ben de teşekkür ederim. Önce Buffalo ailesine, Ken Cooper'a ve size Amerika'da bizi misafir ettiniz. Güzel dostluklarımız var. İnşallah dostluklarımıza da ve
Thank you all. We have a good friendship with the Buffalo Cartridge family. Hopefully we will meet with you again in future videos with new products for our customers in the market.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm excited to be at Buffalo Trading Company's indoor range today. As we talked previously, what we're going to do is get a function test on that pistol that I've shot 20,000 rounds through. I think you're going to see that it still locks up extremely well and does deliver a fabulous group for a gun that's got that much use. Let's see what happens. Eyes, ears, good. So that was a 4-round shot. And for a gun that's been fired 20,000 rounds, I would say it's a pretty stellar
20.000'den fazla ateş etmiş bir tabanca için diyor bu gerçekten iyi bir grupman diyor.
pretty stellar example of how tight the gun actually is
Gördüğünüz gibi ne kadar diyor, dar diyor grupman diyor.
on that much use.
Ben de bizi İstanbul'dan Amerika'da misafir ettiğiniz için size teşekkür ediyorum.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Sizin için tanışmak benim için bir zevkti.
It was our pleasure to meet you in person here.
Well, I really thank you for bringing this to the American consumer. We're really going to appreciate it. Thank you, Fatih. Thank you, Mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.